I'm going to be spending a majority of the time talking about mobile marketing today. It's definitely a really interesting topic, something that's really on the rise. I don't know if a lot of you have started to think about how you can start marketing your businesses through mobile devices, but we're going to discuss the different types, explain how it works a little bit, hopefully give you guys some good information. I'm going to start kind of on an American scale. 86% of Americans are using mobile phones, and what's more interesting is that 90% of them have internet-ready phones. So just to give you a quick example, the internet reach only reaches about 1.7 billion people, but the mobile reach is actually 4.8. So you have a almost 5 times greater audience that you can attract through mobile marketing. Also very important too is you're starting to see the major brands starting to carry on to this. The bigger corporate companies are doing a lot of mobile apps, mobile websites, mobile campaigns. You see a lot, text this number to this number. They're doing a lot of different campaigns here, so it's probably makes sense here that they're seeing the benefit of it, that us as local businesses can start to see the benefit of it as well. There's no doubt that the social media has really been affected by mobile. A lot of people are sharing where they are, checking in, talking about what they're doing through mobile devices. They're not tethered to their computer anymore. And I don't know if you guys saw this. This was just incredible. That the city of Ventura was actually the #4 most socially active city in the country, which is unreal. So to think that we don't have a huge opportunity to market to these people, you have a socially active community that's just right underneath your feet. We tied Austin, Texas. I mean, that's just amazing. All right, so we're going to talk about mobile websites first. So really important to think about Google Mobile, and what they're saying now is that 1 in 7 searches on Google are happening from a mobile device now. So it's people when they're out and about and they're starting to think about where am I going to go, what am I going to do, I need this solution to my problem. They're not at their office, they're not at their home, they're on their mobile device. So the prediction is that by the end of 2012 that mobile searches are actually going to outnumber desktop searches. So the reason to think about this is that if you don't have a mobile website or a mobile property that people can go to, you're going to have people that are coming to your site and they're not going to have the most optimum experience. Google Mobile actually is able to recognize if your site has a mobile website available. And when it comes down time to see who's going to show up in the rankings on Google Mobile, it gives precedence to the sites that have a mobile version because they know that searcher is going to have a better experience on that website. Now the thing that I want you guys all to do is number one, if you don't have Google Analytics on your website, talk to me and we'll get you set up because that is really, really important. You want to start looking at your traffic and where your visitors are coming from. But what Google Analytics has recently added is a mobile section. So you can isolate where your traffic is coming from by device. And if you're going on there and you're seeing that a quarter of your traffic or half of your traffic is coming from a mobile device and you don't have a mobile website available, you're not giving those visitors a good experience. You're probably overwhelming them. The smartphones, your browser is actually able to recognize that there is a mobile version available and load that one. So all of your phones come out of the box ready to do that. They load very quickly, they're very simple. You don't need to pinch and zoom around to see what's going on. It loads right in the screen. Very easy to use and navigate. And one of the features that I love is you can make the phone number something that they can click and call you, which is really, really nice. Here's an example of a website I'm sure a lot of us have been on, Ticketmaster. So you can see on the left is their full site. Obviously got all the pictures. On a mobile site, much simpler, and it's able to key in on where you are and show you the upcoming events that you might be interested in. And you just got a search bar right at the top. Very, very, very simple. Here's a few other examples of mobile websites. Very, very simple. You can do kind of the app look where you have the little icons for each of your buttons. You can just do a more traditional navigation, pull in your social media channels. All of that good stuff can happen right on your mobile site. One of the things that I really like you guys to go, a little bit of homework for you guys to do is to look at your site analytics and see, how much traffic really is coming from mobile devices, and does it make sense now to start to think about, getting a mobile website for your business. This is an incredible open rate. 95% of text messages are opened and read. Now, there's really not a lot of other advertising mediums out there that can have this type of open rate. Email open rates are kind of showing some challenges in terms of decline because we just get so inundated with email that we just automatically delete. For some reason, text messages are still getting through. On average, emails are read within 48 hours. Text messages are read within 4 minutes. So when you're trying to get that immediate message out to a group of people, a text message is so much more effective in terms of being able to turn around that point quickly. So over 6.1 trillion text messages sent last year, and 50,000 of them were from my daughter. So she is a mad texter, big time. It's interesting to see this generation coming up. You know, I drop off my daughter at the school bus every morning, and they're all just kind of, you know, walking around like this and text messaging. I think they're even text messaging the people next to them. So it's important that, you know, if you're kind of tailoring to a younger demographic or starting to think about this generation coming up, this is going to be a way that they're going to expect to be communicated with. What is mobile marketing? A lot of you guys have probably seen or have had access to some of this information. You're building a list of cell phone numbers and you're communicating to them. You can communicate to them individually, just send a message to one of them, maybe a group of them, or all of them all together. Just like we've had email newsletter lists in the past where you have them segmented, you know, these are my hot clients, these are my past clients. You can do the same thing, but you're communicating with them via text message. So there's different ways that you can, you know, generate interest. You can maybe give away a coupon, maybe give away a discount, a special thing that will get them to surrender their cell phone number to you. So they're basically opting in to being contacted. And then you can start sending out quick messages like, hey, if you come in between the hours of 1 and 2 p.m. today, save 10%. There's a lot of really cool things that you can do. And it's kind of that mob mentality that you can generate with a mobile marketing campaign. So here's just basically a couple steps here. Reserve your keyword. Your keyword is going to be what they text. So it could be, you know, text Winchesters to, you know, and then the short code is your number, 12345. And then you can start promoting and build your list. You know, put signs up in your entranceway, send it out to your email list, put it on your website. You know, really use it as a tool to start generating those cell phone numbers. So here's a couple examples of, you know, some different promotions that we've done. Start to think about how you might use this as a way to communicate better or generate some more interest with, you know, your existing customers, new people as they're walking in the door. It's just another kind of loyalty list that you can build that's not just emails anymore. So has anybody been using QR codes for their business? Love that. Good to see. Very, very effective tool. All of us has anybody scanned a QR code? All of us have scanned one and kind of understand how it works. It stands for quick response. It's a quick response code. And you can place them on business cards, flyers, signs. I've seen people putting them on their cars. And it's a way when you scan it with your phone, you can take that person to a website, to an event, to a document, to a video, to a phone number. There's quite a few things that you can do with it. Really what I love about it is this whole idea that you can really breathe new life into the print marketing that you're doing. Because instead of just kind of passing out flyers or passing out cards or passing out the things that you guys do, you're giving them like an engagement piece that they can do. If you scan this code, you'll get a free coupon. Or if you scan this code and go to our website and say how much you love us, we'll give you a discount. There's all these things that you can start tying into your print campaigns that before you couldn't do. So some people take it too far. You can get there are a lot of people getting tattoos of QR codes now. You know, so if you really want to be committed to your business, you know. So here's a great website that actually you can generate the QR codes on. And it's called QR. So it's basically createbuzz.com, but instead of C for create, there's a Q. And what I love about this site is it actually has analytics added to the QR codes that you create, so you can actually track how many people scanned it. So you can really get an idea on if it's having any sort of impact. Okay, really quick on mobile apps. First of all, I think it would be a great idea to do a downtown Ventura mobile app. I think that would be amazing. So as people are getting off the freeway, they're scanning a QR code that's right underneath the downtown Ventura sign, and they're downloading the downtown Ventura app, which has got all your guys' information, where to go, special discounts. I just think that would be incredible, so I just had to get that off my chest real quick. Most popular right now are games and news and maps and social apps. The benefit about an app versus a mobile website is that it stays on the phone. When you go to a mobile website and then you leave, chances are it's not gonna save to your phone. With an app, you get that little icon and it stays with their app. So you get that, that chance to maybe have them come back and use you some more. You can add a lot more functionality and features to a mobile app that you can't do with a mobile website. There's some really cool things you can do with GPS technology and stuff like that that you can't necessarily do as well. But the offset is that mobile websites are not very expensive to create, where an app can be can be costly depending on what you want it to do. This is a new concept in marketing today, this SOLO-MO concept, social location mobile. Is everybody familiar with any of these places here? Foursquare, Facebook, Yelp. All of you, whether you like it or not, probably have profiles on these sites, and people are talking about you, talking about their experience there. The whole point about having this be a marketing trend is to really pay attention to it and use it as a marketing tool. So you already have people that are sharing their experiences and talking about what it's like to do business with you. So why not engage them here? Why not give them special deals? Why not have your customers have a QR code right next to your register where they scan and then they're taken right to Yelp and they can have a little review about how it was like to work with you. So you have this great opportunity here to use these channels, and they're already using them. A lot of people are already checking in. I don't even know how many check-ins some of you guys have seen. So I put Tooties on here on Foursquare just to call them out a little bit. And they've had 62 total check-ins, and they had this lady Laura say this place always has great food, all fresh, which is wonderful. It's great to see. So, and Laura is the mayor of here because she's had the most check-ins. So let's say the mayor, every time she comes into Tooties, she gets a free appetizer because she's the mayor, And using that as incentive to get people to go, wow, well, I want to become the mayor because I want a free appetizer every time I come in here. So start to think about some different things that you can do with these different profiles. One of the things you're doing is you're tapping into their social network, your customer social networks, because when they check in at a place, every one of their friends is seeing that they're there, right? So encouraging them to check in while you're here. Make sure you let everybody know that you're here. Just something as simple as that is free to do, very easy. You can reward loyalty in a new way, just like I said about being a mayor. You can do some really interesting things about people that are your great customers and really recognize them and make them feel special. A quick tip too is respond quickly to both negative and positive feedback. We all know that usually the negative people are the ones that are especially motivated to go online on these channels and share their feelings, where the positive ones, they have a great time and they probably leave. So make sure that you're responding quickly to them so that they see that at least is their response and that their voice is being heard. And most importantly, learn from these guys and improve, make some changes. Really quick on mobile commerce. Basically, it's allowing people to be able to purchase from you off of your website. So for those of you that are retail centers that maybe have e-commerce websites now, starting to think about transferring that e-commerce on a normal website into a mobile website and allowing people to be able to purchase right there on their phones. Still a very new technology, and it's really starting to pick up speed. As you can see, they're making a lot of projections for years to come. Well, thank you very much, guys, for having me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.